Hello, dear aspirants. Let's resolve some prolonged doubts in the chapter Thermodynamics. To all my dear viewers, do not skip this video. Watch it till the end, and I hope all the problems that you were facing in this chapter might get resolved at least to some extent. So let's get started. What does the first law of thermodynamics states? It says that the total energy of the universe remains constant. It can also be stated as energy can neither be created nor destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another. पर क्या हम चीजों को इस तरीके से याद करते हैं? No. We remember things in terms of formulae. पर क्या आप लोगों ने नोटिस किया है that when you apply the same formula in physics and chemistry, the answers you get are a little different? Or sometimes if you use the same formula, you won't be getting the correct answer in the other subject. Why is it so? Why is the first law of thermodynamics a little different in both the subjects? And that is why do we get different answer when we solve thermodynamics questions in physics and chemistry? So let's understand it from the perspective of physics. When Q amount of heat is supplied, the collisions lead to increase in kinetic energy, and the internal energy increases, and the piston moves up. This piston does some work on the surrounding. Thus, we can infer two things. The heat in this system contributes to the change in internal energy and work. Thus, delta Q is equal to delta U plus delta W. And we can also infer from this formula that the work done by our system, that is the piston on the surrounding, is considered positive. Once more, जब हम Q heat apply करते हैं हमारे सिस्टम पर, तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी इंक्रीज होती है और ऑब्वियसली इंटरनल एनर्जी भी इंक्रीज होती है. इस इंटरनल एनर्जी के इंक्रीज की वजह से जब हमारी पिस्टन ऊपर मूव करती है, then it does some work on the surrounding. तो ये हीट इसके वजह से इंटरनल एनर्जी में चेंज आ रही है और इसी के वजह से हमारा सिस्टम वर्क कर रहा है. तो एक सिंपल सा फॉर्मूला इधर है कि हीट इज इक्वल टू द वर्क एंड इंटरनल एनर्जी का समेशन, which can ultimately be inferred as जो वर्क हमारा पिस्टन सराउंडिंग पे कर रहा है, the work done by our system, that is piston on the surrounding, is positive. Now let's understand from the perspective of chemistry. When work W is done on the piston, it moves down, due to which the internal energy increases. When Q heat is applied, the internal energy increases again due to the collisions and kinetic energy increase. Thus, we can infer again two things. The heat and work together contribute to the change in internal energy, or delta U is equal to delta Q plus delta W. However, the work done by the piston on the surrounding is always taken negative, and the work done by the surrounding on the piston is always taken positive when we are calculating in terms of internal energy. Let's understand the chemistry perspective once again. जब हम Q heat apply करते हैं, the internal energy increase होती है, और similarly जब हम work करते हैं, तब भी internal energy increase होती है. Thus, internal energy में जो change है, that is the summation of heat and work. पर यहाँ से infer क्या हो रहा है? The work done on our system, that is the piston, is considered as positive. Let's check back the physics side again. And what does it say? The physics side was saying that the work done by our system is positive, and the chemistry side here, as you can see that the work done on our system is considered positive. Even though this statement is correct, that in terms of calculating internal energy, the work done by the system is negative and on the system is positive. But why is this difference arising? Why did the physicist and chemist choose two different ways to explain the same thing, ultimately reversing the final formula itself? Why did they do so? Why did they contradict each other? To understand this, we need to explore the basics of physics and chemistry. Physics deals the world in terms of matter, energy, and space. यहाँ पे हम चीजों को एक्सप्लेन करते हैं, starting from the subatomic level to the superatomic level, and all in terms of matter, energy, and space, or basically we can say that the origin. But in chemistry, the focus is more on interaction between substances, so that we can determine the formation of beneficial things. कैसे प्रोसेस आगे बढ़ती हैं, कैसे चीजें इंटरैक्ट करते हैं. So this is the basic fundamental difference between physics and chemistry. Thus, physics deals with origin and existence, chemistry deals with interaction and progress. Thus, if we consider the work done on system as positive, then in physics, the whole universe is considered as a system. In physics, हम पूरी यूनिवर्स को एक सिस्टम कंसिडर करते हैं. Or in other words, the larger part of this universe system, that is the surrounding, is taken as the system. And now if you see, the piston was doing work on the surrounding, that is our system in physics. So work done by the piston on our surrounding, that is the system, is positive. So work done on system is positive. Similarly, in chemistry, as we discuss more of interaction and processes, our substance in consideration, that is the piston itself, is called the system. Not the piston, the entire jar was called as a system. So here what is happening, the surrounding is doing work on the piston. Now the piston moved down and this work was considered as positive. Again, the work done on our system is positive. So now you will find that either formulas are correct, where the work done on the system is taken as positive. The basic difference was only this, that in physics, we can consider the surrounding as a system or the larger part of the whole universe as the system. हम physics में surrounding को system consider करते हैं, क्यों ना हम पूरे universe को system मानते हैं. जबकि chemistry में हम अपने considering object को ही system मानते हैं, जैसे यहाँ पे वो jar and piston, उसको हम system मान रहे थे, तो जो work उसके ऊपर था, उसको हमने positive लिया. Thus, the work done on the system is always positive. To sum it up, we don't need to mug up things, but we can use some short mnemonics to remember them. आप चीजों को ऐसे समझिए कि फिजिक्स में चीजें हीट के टर्म से बात किए जाते हैं, जबकि केमिस्ट्री चेंज इन इंटरनल एनर्जी के टर्म्स में बात की जाती है. Now the thing which is the dominating in the particular subject is taken to the LHS, while the other two objects are taken to the RHS and both are summed up. हम जिस चीज के हिसाब से चीजों को डिफाइन कर रहे हैं उसको हम LHS पे लेते हैं और बाकी दोनों चीजों को हम RHS में लेते हैं. जैसे कि फिजिक्स में डेल्टा क्यू के टर्म्स में बात की जा रही है, इसलिए उसको हम LHS लेंगे और उसके अलावा जो बाकी दो चीजें हैं, दैट इज डेल्टा U एंड डेल्टा W, उन दोनों को हम RHS में लेंगे और दोनों को ऐड कर देंगे. सिमिलरली केमिस्ट्री में बातें की जा रही है चेंज इन इंटरनल एनर्जी के टर्म्स पर, तो चेंज इन इंटरनल एनर्जी को हम LHS पे देंगे और बाकी दो चीजें जो कि डेल्टा Q और डेल्टा W, उनको हम RHS पे लेकर ऐड कर देंगे. So these are some simple tricks which you can use to remember these things. Now do share your views that if you like the video, and if you have missed some part of it, do watch it from the beginning. And I am sure that most of your doubts would have been resolved by now. So thank you once again.